Good morning, Ramona Flowers. How are you? In the upper left social links. The what? Oh, right on.
Good morning, everyone. I know it's been a while. Sorry about that. Been having certain internet issues. Sorry about that. And I have been also working a little more in the office, so I haven't been home in the mornings to work on artwork. But I am here, and today I am working on, continuing work on, this is a birthday present for my husband Bill, and it, as you can see, is Thor with Stormbringer. And his birthday was actually this last weekend, and just with everything that's been going on, I haven't been able to even get this done. So I thought, you know, what the heck, I will do some streaming. I haven't done that in a while, so here I am, and I will get going. Let's see, can you... So I am using Copic markers. Now, this was... I actually did a digital pencil sketch in Photoshop. Worked it till I liked it. Then I printed it out on a 9 by 12 piece of really good paper. And from there, I've been using Copic markers. Copic markers. Woohoo! And so you can see I've done the lightning. Well, I've gotten, you know, my base blue down, and I'm building up my blues now. I've gotten, for the most part, my red cape in. But now it's just getting the blues. So I hope everyone's been doing well. I said things here have been a bit busy. The rain let up for a little bit, and that means going back into work. Although today I'm home because it might be raining, and we also have some packages coming today. So, gotta be home for that. Not gonna leave it on the porch. And let's see. No, that's the 5 point. Put you over there. So in the interim, yes, we did go see Infinity War. It's partly why I chose this picture for him. Thor is his favorite character, one of mine as well. And get that in there. If you haven't seen the film, go out and see it. I'm not going to be talking about any spoilers here. Well, although I guess this picture is one, but that's about the only spoiler you're going to get from me today. Other than I really liked the film. The film was fantastic. I want to go see it again. And if you haven't seen it, oh man, make sure you stay to the very, very end. There's only one post-credit scene, and it's at the very, very end. And the credits are really long, or at least they seem really long. So just be prepared for that. Just when you're thinking for the second time, boy, are these credits going to end? You should not get up. Wait. It's a short credit scene, but it's very important. Also been playing a little bit, playing some video games. I discovered State of Decay. It's all Rooster Teeth's fault. They did a thing, a breakdown preview, whatever, of the next one that's coming out, State of Decay 2. I thought, ooh, that looks good. Kind of looks like what I wish 7 Days to Die had in it. And thought, okay, well, this one's not out yet. Maybe I can go check out the first one. And Steam has the year one remaster for PC, so okay, I'll give that a shot, and I'm really enjoying it. And I will definitely be getting State of Decay 2 when it comes. Not probably right as it comes out. I wanna play through the first one and enjoy that for a little while. And we also got for Bill's birthday, we got Divinity 2 Divinity Original Sin 2. So there may be some streaming of that as well. Still no what do I want to say? No Alpha 17 from Fun Pimps. Come on, guys, please give us. I just want to play it, but I also want it to be good, so I'd rather they take their time and give us something that we're going to enjoy playing for a long time. But I am really looking forward to it. What else? Been listening to way too much Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. If you haven't seen, I don't know if it's still, I haven't checked my video manager in a while. I've been really bad about staying up on crap on the channel. I am so sorry. But I did do a stream, I know, of, I think was it Marvin that I was working on? Or Beeblebrox, I'm not sure. Anyways, I did a couple of the characters from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because I've been listening to so much of it. And I wanted to, I'm going to continue on with that as far as doing the next set. I haven't had a chance to get going on it. Oh, and I'm supposed to be making a comic book. I've been working on that. Really do need to just pick one thing or two and stick with those. I'm working on the house. We have an old friend of mine is coming in June for a bear event, and here in Portland, and we're trying to get the rest of the house all situated. Working on the garden. I was very happy with we had a landscaper come out, yard maintenance guy, Dale. He did a really good job on our main section of our front yard. Really happy with his work, and we've been trying to get him to come out for the next batch, but he has other clients, and he's got a busy schedule, so it's just been kind of a hit and miss on the continuation, but it's coming, so. And then of course I've got my garden. This year I'm trying garlic. Gonna try potatoes again, but this time I'm creating an actual bed in the ground versus doing a rough sack version, which is what I did last year, and I just don't think it turned out. It didn't turn out as well because all the potatoes, or most of the potatoes, I should say, they were mush because I didn't make sure that the holes stayed open. So if you're going to ever try that, make sure that when you check on your potatoes to go out, and by that I mean, well, I should back up. When I say rough sack, I mean you put it in a tub, or you find an appropriately deep bucket. I used a planter.
To promote my new flower shop, I had one place print my business cards, another print my brochures, and a third my signs. Now
Get
my roses are red, my violets are
burlap
blue, my
sack.
geraniums look dead, and I don't know what to do.
Staples can help your business stand out.
Line it
Signs, banners, and
on the
brochures,
inside
true
with
reflection of your
a
company. And now at
garbage
Staples,
bag.
Spend $50 or more on print and marketing services and get $5 off your next
And
in-store purchase.
Now my business is blossoming, and I'm
sorry, I'm
spending
trying
less
to talk and draw at the
apply.
same
In-store
time.
only. N62318.
And then you fill it full of soil, plant your seed potato, or well, not fill it full of soil. You put a little bit of soil in the bottom with your seed potato, and as the plant grows, you fill in more. But you got to make sure that the holes for drainage are there, which I did put in, but that they stay open. So periodically, you should, when you go out to water, just poke a few more holes in, make sure the water's coming out, especially on the bottom, because, well, one did really well, and I got a few potatoes. They were small, but they worked. The other one was, mashed potatoes. It was so gross. So, this year they're going to go in the ground. I created a whole new bed. We got the fence put up. That was the thing. I finally, we decided to not, I think I mentioned this before. We were looking for a handyman to do our fence, because we had a section fall down and it had been down for a while. And I didn't think I had it in me to actually put it up, but guess what? I did, because we had, we had either crazy ass estimates for an 8-foot section of fence to repair, thousands of dollars. I was like, so nobody was really wanting to do it, or the people that would want to do it were kind of creepy, and I didn't feel safe. So decided to just do it myself after the last guy. I was like, you know what? Let's just do this ourselves. Okay? And over the course of a couple weeks, we got supplies delivered, and then on the next sunny day, dug the damn thing up. Then the following weekend, put the post in, And then the following weekend, we put the actual wood up. And I think there was a couple of weekends in there where it rained, so I was like, when is winter going to be over? Never. But I'm really glad I took the time and energy to do it, because I'm much, even though it's not perfect, I'm very happy that I did it. A, because I got some exercise. Woohoo! But I just, a sense of accomplishment that I could still do shit. Because with, you don't realize I'm in my early 50s. I may not sound it, but I am. And that's still kind of crazy to get used to. I still think of myself as that guy in his early 20s, 30s, whatever. I still have the same enthusiasm, which I guess is good. Celebrated my 51st birthday in February. I had my art stream, my birthday art stream, and Bill just turned 51, which I thought was interesting because we're born the same year, just a few months apart. Alright, hold on a second. Gotta sip me special coffee. You know, the coffee with creamer. Oh, just so you know, probably not going to get this done today. But at least you'll get to see a process. So, let's see. I want to hold off on the arms for a second. Oh, where's my sheet that told me? I had a sheet all together with this. I thought, no, it's not over there. Alright, well. Oh, I need that. Gosh darn it. Nope. Oh, that'll work. My colors on my pens are very similar, so I constantly need to have a little chart to let me know what I am using and the proper color. Okay, that's similar. Oh no, that's 14. B14. I think that's gonna be the next one. B06, slightly darker. And then we get the really dark. B29. And finally, the super dark, almost black blue. B39. And then my lighter ones, we got just for sheets and giggles, B21. B32. B41. Okay. And then, of course, my blender. Woohoo! Alright, so enough of that. Who's next? So, put you over there so I can see you. Let's do B14. It's close. Still incremental. Because the way I build this color is like with watercolors. You know, petal snaps. You always start light and build up to dark. Wow, that did really blend in all in by itself. That's good. And like that. Me's a likey. Oh, come on. And then I'll go back in. Once I'm all done with the color work, I'll go in and ink everything. And if the timing's right, I will try and stream that as well. Yeah, we've been having internet issues for a good week and a half, and not quite sure what's going on. I checked on, we have Comcast, Xfinity, and their website says, oh, there's going to be maintenance in your area. Like, well, okay. How long? When? Are you going to tell us when it's happening? No. Just is coming soon. Oh. Gee, thanks. And you might experience interruptions. Yeah, I've experienced them alright. Boy, I'm just a little complainer about that. It just frosts me, as my mom used to say. I'm sure she still says it, actually. Because, you know, I work from home a lot. I like to stream. I like to play my games. Just irks me that they aren't a little more forthcoming. Doodly doodly doo. Okay. Alright. Let's see here. Doodle on. Looking forward to seeing, hopefully the next big successful film, Han Solo's, the Solo story. I really would like it to succeed. A lot of people are really trashing it before it even comes out. Just like, so many films lately, and it's like, what, can we just watch it and judge it on its merits as far as is it a good story or not? Or you go crazy with the whatever. I really, really do hope it's a good film. You should want the franchise to succeed, not sit there and hope it fails. Just don't understand that. So yeah, there's Solo's coming out. What was the other one? Oh, Deadpool. Oh man, I cannot wait for that one too. Really looking forward to that. Really, really enjoyed the first one. It's funny, it's not a comic book that I follow, other than, you know, he's a character that pops into some of the titles that I read every once in a while. But I have thoroughly enjoyed the movie, and I hope the second one is good.
shower curtain, and I do one thing. Keep water from leaking everywhere. So you see why I feel useless compared to Geico, who does so much more. Like, not only could Geico save you money, but they've been around for over 75 years. And they give you 24/7 access online, over the phone, or on the Geico app. And they've got a 97% customer satisfaction rating. They do all this while I have to listen to this chucklehead. Oh, good, he stopped. Oh, great, an encore.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
In a little bit. Oh, really? It's already after 8. Boy. I had trouble getting everything set up this morning. OBS Studio didn't want to recognize my microphone. It didn't want to recognize the music feed. I had to redo some things, and then the Wi-Fi went out. Like, really? Okay, let's see, what do I want to do here? Let's go ahead. Nope. Same way over here. Tap, 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 tap. Come on now. Should we get those underarms? Gonna be also working on my next comic book for covers piece, which will be The Walking Dead cover, which I talked about in my last comic book for covers, like comic book covers for cancer. Oi. And that one's going to be, I forgot what the issue number is, but it already has a cover, but it's got this big area where you can draw a character, and people seem to end up doing that. So I'm going to be doing Michonne. Where is the color that I want? There it is. Yes, it is. Alright, you know what? Let's just cut to the chase. This is where it's going to go anyways. It just pops right out. We'll use this color to blend that out. Happy little blue thing. Ah. So this dark color, you're going to take it in small doses. It's almost black. Very, very dark blue. But I need those really dark shadows because he is all surrounded by lightning and there is no subtlety with lightning. Oh, wow. That turned out better than I expected. Now, the one thing, this version of Thor, all of this in the, even this is black. It's really, really dark, so I need to be careful with that. Although, I think that was all the promo images because I think this still ended up being lighter when we saw him next. I was surprised by that. And I gave away another spoiler, but that's just a costume detail, so... Sorry. Do. every once in a while, I don't know if you can pick it up, if the mic's picking it up or what have you, but when I sometimes make little special effects when I'm drawing sounds. That's a layover from when I was, or a leftover, I should say, a layover. A leftover from when I was a kid. I'd sit there and draw, and I'd be drawing something from Star Wars, and I'd be drawing some fight scene, or Battlestar Galactica. And my teachers used to laugh at me. I was like, I didn't care. I was having fun. I was the Star Wars weirdo. They had no idea. Yeah, I even had one teacher who tried really hard to break me of my science fiction and fantasy nerdiness, and I always hated him for that, but as he always discouraged me from drawing from Star Trek and Star Wars and so on. And it took me a while to, I knew that my dad had said to him during a summer school class that he wanted, that was the model making class. And I was not allowed to do any Star Trek or Star Wars or anything like that. And that I was to do a proper model. And Mr. Hughes was like, he's like, okay, and my dad, we're trying to break him from, or not break him, but we don't want him, he does too much of the science fiction blah 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 stuff, and he really needs to grow out of that. And he's like, oh, I can do that. And he tried, because the following, I want to say the following year, he was my teacher for 5th grade, and he really tried hard and failed to get it out of my system. If anything, I dug my heels just that much harder. I was so angry at that. Like, how dare you try to take that away from me? But, you know, my dad wanted a sports star. And none of his sons did that. Although my youngest brother came close as far as he really got down. He played sports, and he was really good at it, and he was planning to go to college to, I can't remember what it was, but it was his senior or junior year in high school. He got hit and broke his leg, and c'est la vie. It was really sad for my brother because he really wanted to do it. I think both my brothers wanted to, but Chuck went on to something else, if I remember correctly. At the time, I was out of school and out of the house, and I think I was out of the house at that point. Because I was into theater then, and that happened while I was directing The Curious Savage, I believe. And why is my computer making that noise?
presents Shack Wisdom.
If coolness and dryness is what you seek, sprinkle yourself, and you shall not reek.
Gold Bond Men's Powder. All over wetness and odor protection with an irresistible scent.
You want some more wisdom? Because I got a whole lot to give.
Gold Bond presents even more Shack Wisdom.
'Tis better to be calm, cool, and collected than wet, sticky, and rejected.
He's very unhappy with me right now.
Controls odor and absorbs wetness with an
The fan's
irresistible
going
scent.
like crazy and
Stay
it shouldn't be.
Gold Bond.
And while I'm thinking about it, if you see this, watch this broadcast after the live stream, please leave a comment if you have any questions, observations, or so on, or if you want to email me directly, you can. It's gene@rltpress.com, Gene spelled with a G. And I will do my very best to get back to you and answer your questions. Or if you all have any suggestions on a piece that I can do for the channel, I'm still going to do some kind of art reward for every 25 subscribers. So far, we haven't gotten to the level for subscriber yet. So what I may do until we get to that level is I may do a piece for digitally for people, and then once we get to the subscriber level and have some subscribers, there'll be free art coming. I'm also getting ready for Rose City Comic Con. I mean, it's in September, but you know, gotta, as Bill reminded me last night, you know, it's not that far away, and you still have a number of things to do. Like, yeah, I know. But he is very much in the right on that. I've got so... I really need to buckle down and work on it. And it's funny, streaming when I'm doing artwork, it really seems to help speed me along. Partly because, you know, people are watching me and I'm really focused on what I am doing. So, trying to figure out how I can share some of my line in this drawn stuff while I can't do that when I'm actually doing it. So I may just have to do something like pre-record and then just post it the day that, or the next day that it comes out when I do it. But sadly, sometimes I am not in a position to record what I am doing. my latest piece, if you click on the link to the line it is drawn, there on the channel page after the stream is done, it'll take you to the line it is drawn archive, and you'll see all the pieces in my piece this week. It was, or last week I should say, last Friday, because this is Tuesday, May 8th. I did Jessica Jones. It was characters. Suggestion was suggest characters who've never held the Infinity Gauntlet, or who you'd like to see hold the Infinity Gauntlet. And our moderator's wife suggested Jessica Jones, and I couldn't pass that up. So I tried to do the art reminiscent of the artist who his style that does all the opening sequence art. It's very painty, abstracty. I really liked the art style, and so I wanted to pay homage to that. So I hope I was successful in capturing the feel. But Jessica standing in a alleyway with the gauntlet, just kind of looking at the viewer as she slowly dissolves a purple man who's running away from her, screaming, and dissolved into this purple haze. Getting there, getting there. Markers. You know, a lot of the times, I don't want to say all the time, but I really switch back and forth between digital and traditional for certain pieces, and this is a good example of mixing the two. You know, starting off with a digital sketch and printing it out and rendering it traditionally. But I find as of late I've been doing a lot of digital stuff, and I have missed working on or working with, I should say, the traditional materials. So, I know some of this has got still bright white, and I need to take care of that. I'm going to come back in with some white paint and do some highlights. I've just been trying to keep it there for as long as possible so that I have something to build over. Not getting rid of them completely. Oh, we can get rid of that one. Come here, you. You sexy blue, you. All right, it's 8:30-ish, I believe. Yeah, it looks like it's really close to 8:30. So I'm gonna call it a stream for today. I am sorry it's so short, but I will be back. I'm always going to be coming back. Hopefully sooner rather than later. And I will give you a progress update. Maybe I can work on this again tonight. I see how things go. Because I do try to, my mornings and evenings are more likely before starting work. So maybe after dinner I might come back on for a little while and work on this one. So anyways, until then, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. And just have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.